tried to go live at Facebook, and Facebook is where I started with my readings and stuff like that. So I love to give back to the people that have been following me since 2016. And for some reason now, Facebook, I can't. It's like I go in to go live and they're just not sharing it to people, so they're not seeing it, and it's driving me nuts, to be honest, because I love connecting to my audiences on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and I try to divide it up as evenly as I can, and I don't know what's happening, and it's very frustrating. Um, but they've changed things around so much, algorithm stuff. My stuff is not getting seen. I have videos in here that, a few years ago, they would have had much higher numbers, much higher viewing numbers. And now it's like nobody's seeing them, or they're not really sharing them. Um, and I know to work on these apps, you have to be in all the time on them, but that's not how that's not how I roll, you know what I mean? But it is frustrating because, like I said, I started with Facebook, and it's just annoying me now that they won't let me go live in there for whatever. Okay. So the way that I work in here is there's always healing here present. If you want to tune into it, if you need it, you just ask for it, and it'll come to you. If you're spamming, like if you're putting your name up over and over, I'll let you scroll past because it's not fair to other people. I just did this whole spiel on Facebook, so I'm giving you the abbreviated version. I read for the person at the top of my screen. Feedback is lovely, but it's not essential. The next person up is the person I read for. There's no list. I write the names down because I forget when I'm in flow. Try and relax, because if you're here with me, you'll get a message, whether it's from somebody else's message or from a direct message. Spirit will speak to you if you listen. Okay. Jaysuri. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Jaysuri. If I pronounce your name wrong, maybe put them in phonetically so I can say them properly. How are you all? An emoji is grand as well if you just want to. If you don't want to have to keep writing, please give me a card. You can just. An emoji is fine. Okay. It's right pronounced. J3. Okay. The world. So I love this card because you're on the threshold of something big. All right? You're on the threshold of stepping into something new. Now, a lot of us, after these kind of space weather stuff, the eclipse and all of that, are feeling that. We're feeling that energy of something new is coming. We're kind of in that in-between space of now we have to jump. So if you're feeling that pull at all, J3, if you're feeling that pull to do something new, maybe move away from something you've been doing for a while, or cut ties even, is what I'm hearing there. It may be time to get a bit more, like, selfish is what I'm hearing, but I don't think selfish is the right word. Maybe somebody is accusing you of being selfish because you're taking more time for yourself. But it's never selfish to prioritize yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not taking care of your own needs, but you're giving to loads of people, pouring into them, and you've nothing left, then what happens is you start to get resentful and your body starts to complain. You know what I mean? Because the body holds those emotions. So prioritize your peace and your pleasure, and don't be pulled by anybody else in that way. And it's time to take your focus off of what may have gone wrong or where you've been disappointed in the past. Don't carry that into the present, my love. Okay? Each moment is brand new. You're on the threshold of something brand new. So you can't bring the old energy, the old ways of looking at things, and the old ways of looking at yourself even. You have to be brand new in this now and have that attitude of, this is a whole new world for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we have justice in reverse. So don't block the course of the way things are flowing out for you. Don't get in your own way. Things are being resolved. Things are being organized for you by Spirit. All you have to do is show up and follow the breadcrumbs, as I say, you know, go in that way. Hello from New Hampshire. Hello, thank you for your work. If you have a message for me, I would love it. My name is pronounced like John with a short A sound at the end. So Janna. Hopefully I got that right. Janna. Okay. You're welcome, J3. Hope that made sense. Prioritize your peace. Okay. Janna. So we have death in reverse, okay? So I love this card, by the way. When this card comes up in reverse, it means you're resisting letting go. Like the previous message, you're moving into a new stage of life. There's something new coming for you. You need to kind of let go of something that you've been clinging onto, or that you have resistance to letting go of. It could be anything. It could be, you know, maybe your body is changing and you're still holding on to the way it used to look. Maybe something at work is just not flowing anymore the way it used to flow. But holding onto it too tightly, you see, you need an open hand to receive. So if you're clutching at the past like that, you're number one sending out that vibrational message that no, I want to stay with this, I want to stay where I am, and then nothing new can come in. So allow it to die, allow it to fall away. Could be relationship, anything like that where you feel like you're holding on too tight, trying to make it the way you want it, exhausting yourself really. Just let it go, my darling, all right? You'll be helped all the way. And we have Four of Swords in reverse. Don't be pushing yourself too hard, okay? This is the card of rest and renewal. If it comes out in reverse, you're not taking the time for yourself that you need. You need to slow down right now. You need to slow down, Janna, and you need to kind of say, okay, where am I pushing too hard? Anything forced, anything that you're really like pushing is not natural. When you're excited about something, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, yes, there's work involved, but there's a flow to it. There's a flow. Things start to happen naturally. If you find that you're pushing and straining and trying all the time, then it's time to take a step back and recoup your energy, so to speak, regroup, and just slow down. Please slow down. And in reverse, Seven of Wands. This is like, to me, that's in your situation feels like a card of standing up for yourself. And if you've been holding back what you really want to say, or you've been going along to get along sort of way, it's time now to start speaking up for yourself. It's time to kind of say, you know, I actually deserve better. I want better for myself. And really start to respect yourself in that way, and really start to see where you haven't had a healthy respect for yourself, or a healthy respect for your boundaries, and then other people won't either. See where you can pull that back, Janna, okay? Karina. Okay, these ones for Karina. These are these. So for those of you just coming on, the way that I work is I read for the person at the top of my screen. When I finish with that person, it's the next person up. I write the names down because I forget them nearly straight away when I'm in flow. There's no list. And sometimes Spirit will pull me to a particular name, just because they do. So you don't have to keep saying, can I have a card? If you just want to put up an emoji, that's fine. So the lovers. So the lovers for me is like, in this card, it's, where are you putting your attention? Okay? Where are you putting your attention, Karina? It's like the pull of the old, the pull of the dark, so to speak. Old patterns, old ways of thinking. especially if it's around relationships or romance in any way. Wow, that's so right on. I've been striving to let go of so much. Lots of body healing forced me to pause, launching my other agendas. You are amazing. Very well done. Good person. I don't know if it's male or female. You carry on and you do what you need to do for you, my love. But it's that pull of the old, okay? So you're in a position now, Karina, where you're being asked, do you want to keep focusing on this and get more of this? Or do you want to focus on the light? Do you want to focus on the positives? Do you want to focus on what's good in your life? Do you want to focus on what it is you actually want? It feels like the majority of your attention is going on what you don't want. And the way that we're set up here is that where we put our energy and where we put our attention is what we create, just by putting our attention on it. Where it's like saying, more please. So see where you can shift your attention to what's beautiful in your life, what you love to do, who you love to look at, where you like to go, and pull in more of that, pull in more of that focus. And then you'll have loads to celebrate. I love this card. This is the card of like being in the water for one, which is, you know, the nutrients of the water and the emotional depths of the water. It's having that camaraderie with friends, celebrating life, being ebullient, you know, being joyful. And there needs to be a bit more of that, I think, in your life for you to really thrive right now. And self-love, I love this card. It's like, look at yourself lovingly. Look at yourself with kindness. Say nice things to yourself. Connect to yourself in a healthier way than you have been. And when you start looking at yourself with love like that, when you start looking at yourself with kindness like that, everything around you shifts to match. Your whole world starts to mirror back that love to you, because what happens on the inside is what you see on the outside. So take this on board. Be more loving to yourself, okay? Sherry Ann? Sherry, where am I with Sherry? These ones. Okay. Okay, in reverse, the Oracle's gift. There's something that wants to come through there. There's a message, or there's an intuitive hit that is like glimmering with you at the moment, okay? But you're ignoring it. And sometimes when that happens, it's because we're prioritizing other people's needs, because we're busy, because we're like, we'll get to that later. But it's simmering away in you. There's something that is trying to get your attention. That could be about your body. It could be about, you're welcome, Karina. It could be about your spiritual life, your emotional, mental health. Pay attention to it. There's a gift in it. You know what I mean? In this nudge, it's your spirit that's calling you. A deep breath. So you're being shown the more meditative cards, like a deep breath, connecting back with the breath. Sometimes when our thoughts get very busy, for me, what I learned to say is not useful. Something's coming in that's noisy and trying to get my attention, and I'll say not useful, and I'll come back to the breath. I love myself. I'm safe and divinely protected. All is well. These mantras that I've been saying for so long just come automatically to me. Just come back to your breath. When your mind is getting too busy and it's starting to scare you, not useful. I'm here now. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm breathing. You just come back and you focus in on all your senses as much as you can. Because the mind will make us believe that we have, you know, we're way in the future and then we're in the past, and we're really right here in the chair. You know what I mean? We're not in those scenarios. We're not back there, or however you like to see time playing out. We're here in the chair, or wherever you may be right now. And for a long time, when I would connect to that feeling of I'm right here, I would get very emotional. I would feel almost a sense of fear with it, because it had a sort of a defenselessness about it that scared me. Now when I come back to that, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to land in that space. Time machine. Stop going backwards or forwards or whatever it is you're running off to. Come back to the present, Sherry, as much as you can. This is where all the magic happens. Not the mind will try and trick you into thinking you need to be running all over the place in it. You don't. You just need to be here and be present with whatever it is in front of you. Just really let that sink in. All right, my love. Sue Ann. The mind just scared the bejesus out of you, and there's no need for it at all. I've been having breathing issues. Oh, from sinus issues, long COVID, and it has been hard to stay present. Thank you. Oh, poor darling. I wonder how old you are, Cherie, because I was reading recently about a lot of menopausal symptoms can mimic long COVID as well. And one of the best things you can do if you are at that stage of life, if you're not, it's fine, but is support your adrenal glands, so minimizing stress, breathe as best you can. Use things that relax you, like lavender oil. For me, a game changer, mid-60s, okay, you're well past it, please God. But a game changer for me, Sherry, is magnesium oil. Spraying, you can buy it in a spray bottle in health shops. I don't know where you are in the world. Health shops, chemists, pharmacists. Spray it into your feet. And rub it into your feet, and what it does is it relaxes the nervous system, relaxes the muscles, and helps you to sleep. Do Midwest. I don't know how things are for you out there, but you could always order it online if you can't get it anyway. But it's fairly inexpensive compared to things you would normally buy. It's about €17 a bottle here. But try it because magnesium, is massively depleted in women after the age of 35. Have a look at your B vitamins as well. You can buy B12 as a spray onto the tongue. Most women are deficient in that as well. Maybe go get a blood test done and see where you can maybe tweak it. But it's usually, with the symptoms of long COVID, it's usually B vitamins are lacking, magnesium is lacking, possibly iron. Have a look at it, my darling, okay? Suan. Hawthorn, balance, and elemental kingdom. Now, the thing about this card for me is it's healthy boundaries. This is what this card always says to me. It's healthy boundaries, and it's also not being afraid of your sort of spiky side, okay? I think we've all been, especially as women, been bombarded with that message of politeness, being nice, being agreeable. And there are many sides to being a woman. There's the fierce warrior in the woman as well. So if you find that people are taking the piss, you know what I mean? They're stepping on your boundaries a bit, or they're taking advantage. Don't be afraid to show a bit of spike. Don't be afraid to kind of go, come here. What are you at? Do you know what I mean? Like, to call them out on it. My Irish probably won't translate, but you know what I'm getting at. But it's like, don't be letting people take advantage of you. Okay, don't be afraid to kind of say, yeah, no, I'm not available for that anymore. And red, passion and survival. So you're being called into the kind of more earthed, rooted side of yourself. That energy of power. That energy of being stable in yourself enough that you kind of go, forget this, you know what I mean, and keep it pushing, because not everyone deserves your time and energy, sweetheart. Definitely not. Unicorn, innocence, trust, honesty. This is your energy on the soul level. You're a beautiful, beautiful person. But the unicorn also has a big fucking thing up in his head that it's going to impale someone who gets in its way. You can be a beautiful, loving person, but also have a get the fuck away from me kind of thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't, they're not mutually exclusive. Like Jesus used a whip to get people out of the temple. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff I roll with. So stand up for yourself and don't let people take advantage of you, darling. 1 minute man. Hey madam, you seem to be going to menopause backwards. What does that mean? 1 minute man. I'll write you down there anyway. If you want to give me your name, love. 1 minute man. Okay. Okay. The world has come up twice today, so take that as a message for all of us, right? The world is a threshold. Are you going to step forward? Are you going to, put your money where your mouth is and move forward into this new era that's waiting for you? Or are you going to look back, wait for reassurance, wait for people to prop you up before you do? We always have to go before we're fully ready. You know what I mean? We never have all the ducks in a row. There's always a point where we have to take that leap of faith. So you're being called forward, 1 minute man, to take a leap of faith and have trust that this new transition or this new stage that you're going through is you're guided and protected and loved in this stage. You just have to have the courage to step into it. All right, my love. 8 of Cups again. It's a sort of it's a being done with a stage and moving on to something more fulfilling, more spiritually and emotionally fulfilling, but being done, not looking back. Okay, having that confidence and courage in your own convictions and moving forward with that sense of excitement and joy. Okay, and 4 of Wands in reverse. So this is a beautiful card. It's about, harmony, stability, especially in relationships. When it comes out in reverse, there's a fear there. So maybe in relationship, you're being asked to go to the next level, but you're afraid because you're bringing the past into the present. Let the past go. Let that go completely and trust that harmony, balance, happiness are ahead of you. Okay, there's nothing to be worried about. You just have to have the confidence of moving forward and knowing you're held and loved. Okay, darling? Louisa Perrin. I wish I knew your name instead of calling you 1 minute man, but there we are. I hope it made sense to you. Okay, hi to everyone. Okay. Louisa. I can't even read my own writing. Okay, restore and replenish. Another message that has come up today. Take the time to curl up away from the noise, the distractions. Take some time in nature if you can. Separate yourself from what's bothering you at the moment, okay? It might be a person, a place, a thing. But sometimes we just need time to ourselves. We just need time to sort of recalibrate. That's what I feel. I feel you need to recalibrate. You need to kind of figure out what it is you want. All right, my love. Spirals of manifestation. Again, the manifestation edge has come through in the cards as well. Where are you focusing? Because wherever your thoughts are going and your focus, it's like ripples in a pond, okay? It goes out to create for you. It goes out to bring in what you want. So if you're focusing consistently on what you don't want, guess what? You're going to get more of that. You're going to get more of the same. It's the frustrating and beautiful thing about the way we're set up here as humans, that we can create whatever we focus on. That doesn't always, it'd be great if we learned when we're young that that's how we create, but we have to kind of go around the block, I think. And look, feminine law of attraction, you're in the sweet spot here. I love the creative adventure that is my life. I celebrate myself as a female creator. So, Louisa, whatever it is, I don't know, is it Laura or Louisa I've written down there? It looks like Louisa. Whatever it is that you're wanting right now, know that the energy that you're in right now, the energy is very, very creative for you. So look at what you're focusing on. If it's not what you want, shift your energy away from it. Okay? Patricia, just for those of you who came on, I write the names down because I forget them when I'm in flow. It's not a list or anything. It's literally when I finish at one, it's the next one up. That's how I work. Okay. Patricia. But just keep your heart open, because like I said, there'll always be more than one message. It's very strong today about manifestation, focusing on what you want and taking rest to recharge and figure it out what it is you want. So we have strength in reverse. You need to start believing in yourself. And this card as well is about knowing your power. It's the power of the lion and the lamb. So again, it's going back to what I was saying earlier to the lady who got the Hawthorn card. You don't have to be sweet and, all the time. Sometimes you need to let the lion roar. Sometimes you need to show people who they're dealing with as well. Because the thing about people is if you lie down enough, they'll walk on your back and they'll keep on taking from you. But if you have a strong sense of love and connection to yourself, then you're going to know when someone, is taking the piss, and you're going to be like, I'm sorry, but no. Or, there comes a point where you're just so tired of people taking from you all the time. Either your body takes you out, mentally you just don't have it anymore. And then that's the time that you start to look and go, who actually gives back to me? Who of these people that I give and give and give to is there when I need them? You have to look at it that way, because otherwise, like I said, resentment builds up and it just becomes, it just becomes very sad and draining. You know what I mean? And we have the Empress in reverse. So the Empress is all about creation, being in the flow of abundance, and it's in reverse. So, my love, what I would say to you is your energy is obviously going out a lot. You need to now turn around and start bringing that energy back. Yeah, your body took you out. I'm not surprised. You need to pour into yourself, literally. Hug yourself, tell yourself you love yourself all the time. Check in. Do I want to eat this? Do I want to do that? Do I want to wear this color? Do I want to go to this? Over and over, you're just pouring into yourself now. If you get a strong hit that I want to wear yellow today, find something yellow. I don't care what it is, and put it on. Could be pajamas, put it on. You're loving this part of yourself that didn't get the love that it needed, and it's still not getting the love that it needs. So you're the one who has to pour in, okay? And Two of Swords, make a decision. Stop tormenting yourself in your mind. Stop going back and forth on something. Just go all in for you, okay? Forget about everyone else. Just go all in for you, okay? I think that's Dimplings or Dumplings. You popped on just at the right time. Dimplings. If I'm saying that wrong, you can tell me what your name is in the comments. How many eggs can you put in your mouth at the same time? There's always one. Right, Dimplings. Healing waters. Okay. What I love about this card is the fox that's there as well. There's a dried out tree in the back, and this guy is pouring water over his head. I feel that this is a very big message for all of us today, okay? We have to nourish ourselves. We have to pour, literally, like I said to the lady just before, pour into ourselves. The fox for me is about wisdom, but also a canniness. It's knowing, it's feeling things out. The fox is not just going to run into anything. You know what I mean? So this energy of pouring into ourselves and not giving a damn, really. Like, it's not looking for people's approval or validation or justifying things or explaining things to anyone. We're just doing it. And you pouring into you might look different to someone else pouring into them, but just do it anyway. It's really, really important. Listening to wisdom, again, a very, very important card here. Her eyes are closed. She's listening. She's tuning in deeply. And the fox as well shows up with intuition. What are you not paying attention to? The fox is like a very subtle warning. It's like, keep ignoring this now and see what happens. You know, it's like, pay attention. What are you not paying attention to? Okay. And we have transformation and change. And I feel this is the case for everyone on here. We're walking into massive transformation and change. And it's beautiful. But it can be scary. Because, you know, with massive transformation and change, you're being asked to let go of your comfort zone. And that might be in the way that you behave, it might be in the company you keep, it might be the habits you have, might be your job, whatever. And now all of a sudden you're feeling these massive urges to change. But that's good. Or things may be falling away. You know, that's good too. Just embrace it all, okay? Good woman, Patricia. So Heather, I'll do a couple of more then after Heather, and then I'm done. Okay, so I wanted to shuffle and they said no. So peace, okay? To me, that card is always, where are you putting a mask on? Where are you pretending you're something when you're not? So where are you sort of prioritizing other people's feelings over your own? Where are you masking what you're really feeling? Start to experiment with saying what's on your mind. Start to experiment with saying no. The world won't fall apart, I promise you that. You might get a bit of kickback from people that are used to you saying yes all the time, but change it up a little bit. Be brave. You know, if somebody asks you how you are, if you're not feeling great, say, I'm actually not feeling great today. I've been better. And see what happens. See, will they reach out? See, will they try and understand you a bit better, or will they change the subject and move away? That's very revealing. Okay? And abundance. Now, abundance is a really big one today. It's like we're all on the threshold of something big. Anywhere any of us at this moment are feeling fear about having more, we need to look at that closely. Where are you afraid of having more? Heather. See, I forget the name if I don't write them down. Where are you afraid of having more, Heather? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of that if you have more, people will talk about you? Or if you have more, it'll be taken away from you? Where are you afraid to really receive? And that's the big thing. Look at those fears, darling, and offer them over, because they're keeping you fucking stuck. They're keeping you in the past, my darling. Do you know? Where did that Filippo fill there? Because he's getting on my nerves. And passion. Okay, so follow your heart. Get really into what lights you up. Don't be afraid of following your heart either. Don't be afraid of doing something outside the norm. Don't be looking for people's approval, Heather. Just fucking go and do it. Life is so blinkingly short. Go and do what it is lighting your heart up. And don't be afraid of more. Don't be afraid of blessings, all right? You're not in the past anymore now. You're in the present. You're loved, cherished beyond belief. There's so much love pouring into me from spirit from you, for you. You need to understand that. You need to embrace that, okay? Ailes Sims. See, I love this about the way that I do it, and that somebody can just pop in and get a card. It's the fairest way I've figured it out. Okay. I know, Brendan. I just gotta put him on a timeout there now. I'm like, no, I can't be doing it. He's distracting me too much, and I'm afraid he's going to write something inappropriate. So I was like, no, just kick him out now. So Ailes. Okay, so this is kind of a heavy card. All right, this is the card of like you're kind of in it. You know what I mean? You're in it. You're in your like darker, heavier feelings, or you might be going through grief or heavy sadness or whatever, and it's okay. Be in the feelings for now, or you might be on the way out of it. But when you really feel it, my love, okay, when you really allow yourself to feel the feelings without putting stories on it or, you know, stressing yourself out about it, but just feeling it like you would cuddle a pet or a little child, and you're like, yeah, all right, I see you. You can be there. It's grand. And you just let the emotion move through. When it moves through, sometimes what's really there comes out from underneath, and oftentimes it just dissolves. So you're in a space now where the heaviness is starting to dissolve. You're starting to move out and see the rainbows again. You know what I mean? Where are these guys coming from? Go away. Not able now. I never get weirdos when I'm in here. What's the story with being chatted up? Come on. Right, Ailes. And Page of Cups. Absolutely adore this card, right? This is the card of like, it's like life showing you that it loves you. New love, you know, joy coming to you. A resurgence of something, sweetheart, okay? Could be bats. A resurgence of something. And letting your heart open again. I don't know if Ailes is gone, actually. And I've shuffled and out this one came again. So even though it may have felt dark or is feeling dark, my love, you're coming out of it. And you're coming into a time where love is going to blossom for you again. Good things are coming to you again. Your heart will open again. All right? If you're feeling low at the moment, know that it won't last, okay? You're very much loved. Alysa? Ailes, I hope you heard that message. Alysa. Okay. Ailes. Oh no, sorry, Alysa. Three of Swords. Okay. Now, similar to Ailes, this card is about heartbreak, feeling betrayed, feeling let down. Okay. Now, the beauty of that card is that there's only up from that. That heavy pain, that feeling of brilliant. That feeling of pain, that feeling of being at your lowest ebb. It's very humbling, but it's also very transformative. And if you can stay with it, beautiful things will come through from it. Okay, beautiful things will come through from it. but it's trusting when you're in that space. It's trusting that changes, positive changes are coming. And strength. So we've had the strength card twice. The strength here is knowing as well that you are loved and protected in the spirit world. You always have like your ancestors, so to speak, your grandparents with you, guiding you, guarding you. Any fear that you have in your gut, which I can feel very strongly with you, know that it's okay to ask for what you want. Know that it's okay to demand, even at times, that you be treated better. Wherever you've been hurt or let down in the past, my love, in learning from it, you become stronger and you say to yourself, I will never let that happen to me in the same way again. I will be stronger for myself. I know better now. And you can't have known what you didn't know back then, so you forgive yourself. But you gather your resources and your courage and you move forward with a sense of confidence, with a sense of it can only get better. And Queen of Pentacles, I love this. This is the energy of being in your bag, as they say. Money coming to you, body starting to come back online again. It's also, the Queen of Pentacles is also very intuitive, very nurturing, very grounded. So if you find yourself scooting off into the past or into your mind, get out and get grounded. Eat foods that ground you. Get in the water. Get your bare feet on the ground. You are a remarkable, beautiful, intelligent, strong, vital woman. And as soon as you really let that land with you, as soon as you understand your value and your worth, then the game is over, really, because everywhere you go, then people will reflect that back to you. All right, my love. Maxatyam Asima is my last but not least. Maxatya. You're welcome, Alysa. Okay, this is a beautiful card. So this is the card of celebration. It's come up already. So for everyone on who hasn't got a message, take in the message of by nurturing yourself, by taking care of yourself, letting go of the past, there's things to celebrate that are coming. So for you, Maxatya, it's like finding your tribe, finding people that you get down with, finding people that understand your language, that love to talk about the same things you do, that feel energizing to be around. You know what I mean? You need to recharge. You're someone who recharges with people and laughter and song, and make that sort of more of a commitment to be with those type of people. And wherever you've been hurt in the past, my love, wherever people have excluded you or rejected you or made you feel odd or different, they weren't your tribe. They weren't your people, sweetheart, because the people that get you, the people that light up by talking to you, that's your soul food. That's where you'll feel nourished and connected. Don't internalize what people have done to you in the past, because they weren't it. You know what I mean? So you're moving into a time of your life where things are going to flow. It feels like a trickle at the moment, but that will build in momentum. Keep on loving yourself. Keep on doing the things that make you feel glad and alive, and then you'll start to attract more and more people that get who you are. It's been so hard here. Oh, babe. And look, there's this beautiful connection as well here with nature, with your childhood, your inner self, but also with honoring your younger self. Honor the part of you that felt that aloneness, that felt that rejection, and love that part. Love that part. Surround it with love and say, it's okay now. We're okay now. I've got you now. I'm taking care of you now. And the love then that you start to feel for yourself, it has to be mirrored back. That's how it goes. when you start pouring into yourself, other people start noticing your light and start being attracted to you. And Knight of Pentacles, again, with a little bit of work there, things will really start moving your way, like money coming in, abundance coming in, a stronger body, I feel, stronger mental energy, mental connection. I feel you're good with telepathy, understanding people, and a grounded, rooted energy going forward. All right, my love? So thank you all so much for coming on. I always love being on here with you, bar the couple of weirdos that popped on there to whatever they wanted to do today. But I appreciate you all so much. Okay, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. I do readings there as well. All right, lots of love. Bye.